Hello, everybody. I just did a video on the angel in the doorway. Now I want to do another quick one about the alien at the window. I was about the same age as I was in the angel video. I was really little. It was before I went into elementary school, so I was really young. Um, in this bedroom, I had my little twin bed right next to the window, and I was. I don't know if I was asleep or if I had just gone to bed, but I heard this tap, 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 tap on the window. And I was like, what is that? And at the time, years ago, they made blinds that were on a roller and they were mounted on the window, and you had to pull it down and then it would lock in place. And to get it to roll back up, you had to like kind of pull it down and push it back up, and then it would roll at the top, so it would go up. And it was like a vinyl type of material. It was kind of the thickness of wallpaper, but it was a vinyl that, and it rolled up. Anyway, that was down over the window. At this house, our house was heated with um, gas, I guess. It had the little vent in the floor in the hallway, and that's where the heat came from. And that metal grate that was over it always got really hot. So it's like we had to jump like from this side of it to get to the bathrooms if we didn't, or step around the edge really easily, because if we stepped on it, we would burn our feet. So anyway, so we heated with gas, and the oil, or oil, should I say, the oil tank was outside of my window, kind of. If you're looking out the window, it was to the left of the window, just a little bit. It was like right by the window, though. So, anyway, I heard this tap, tap, tap. Um, the house, it was a one story, but it was kind of on a slope. So the back part of the house was as if it was on the second floor. So the old drum was like on a second story area. And my dad had kind of dug out underneath the house on the backside, to have like a little single room down there as a workshop. And anyway, I heard this tapping, and I set up and I pulled the shade back like this, and I was face to face with one of those little gray aliens with the big eyes, and he was had his little finger out like this, and he was tapping on the window, and he had his finger up to the window, and I reached up and put my finger up next to his on the window, like we were touching finger to finger. And I was like, what is that? Because I didn't know what an alien was at that time. Um, and it was kind of like, I don't know really what I was thinking. I was just trying to figure out what is this thing, when I heard a noise at the other window in my room. It sounded like two people talking, like coming around the side of the house. And he evidently heard it too, because he looked that direction. And then he when I had turned my head, when I heard the people talking, um, and then when I looked back, I saw he was kind of already scurrying down off of this old drum. I didn't see where he went or anything. I never see. I looked out that window and didn't see anybody, so I don't know where those other people were that I heard talking. I don't know. So I just as a kid, your attention span is about that big. So I just kind of shut the curtain back and laid back down and I went to sleep. Didn't think any more about it for, well, really, um, in detail. I mean, I shared that information with a few people, but over the life, over my life, I didn't really, talk about it much unless somebody brought up that topic or whatever, but it was like many years, many years later. We had been sitting at my aunt's table at an Easter, a whole bunch of family members, and we were sharing different experiences that we had. And I mentioned, I saw an alien once. And my aunt said, "You did? Tell me about it." So I started explaining it to her, and she said, "Oh my gosh, do you know, like what year that was?" And I said, "Well, it had to be between, like 1969 and 1971 or two, because I was really young." And she said, "Oh my goodness." She had an experience around that same time of seeing um like a saucer thing flying over in the sky and a Black Hawk helicopter following it, and it was headed in the direction of our house. And after I explained the situation to her, what I saw, she said, "I wonder if they were looking for that little alien being." um and so we kind of talked about that for a few minutes, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." But for her to pop up and say that she saw that around the same time that I saw what I saw, it kind of gave me a little more validity to what I really did see. If that makes any sense. So anyway, after many years of thinking about this and being a Christian, realizing there's really no such thing as aliens. They're Nephilim beings, demons, um, that I believe that the gray aliens are the demon spirits inside of this form, um, this shell, and that's why they all look alike. Um, that they inhabit that body, with air quotes. Anyway, I believe that they're demon beings. But everybody believes something different. So anyway, I'll just leave that as it is. That was my experience with an alien, per se. So anyway, I will share more because I've had a lot more experiences. I've seen orbs, I've seen ghosts, I've seen some other things as time goes on, and experience some other things, um, even within, like the last 10 or 15 years, I've seen some other things. And anyway, we'll share more on another video. Y'all have a great day. Love ya. Bye.